Good morning. My name is Dan Dodds. I'm the principal attorney at the Dodds Law Firm in Surprise, Arizona. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about, are there pros and cons to self-representation? And there certainly are. So let's talk about what self-representation is. Well, the first thing you need to understand is the vocabulary. People who represent themselves are considered to be pro per. In other words, they're not using an attorney. So when I speak of a pro per, I'm talking about I'm coming up against someone who doesn't have a law degree. So what is the first pro? Well, I think for many people, a sense of empowerment. They're in complete control over their case, all the filing, how they're going to present their case, what documents they're going to use, if any, what kind of witnesses they're going to use, if any, and they feel comfortable talking to a judge. So that's certainly a pro. What's the second pro? Again, pretty obvious, no attorney's fees. So to many people, keeping that money in their bank account instead of handing it over to an attorney to represent their interest is important to them, and there's nothing wrong with that. What's the third pro? Well, let me qualify this. If it's a very simple matter that you really don't need an attorney to do, what might be an example of that? Well, you've been paying child support. Your child has graduated out of high school. They're 18 years or older. All you need to do is file a notice with the court asking them to stop child support. You don't need an attorney to do that. So there's the third one. Very simple procedural matters. What are the cons of trying to represent yourself? Well, I think based on my experience that pro pers sadly are notoriously unsuccessful in courtrooms. And it's not because they're ignorant, they just don't know the law. They don't know how to handle an objection from the other side. They don't know how to lay a proper foundation where the court's going to allow your document to be admitted into evidence. So unsuccessfulness in the courtroom, I think, is the number one con. What's the second con? Well, without an attorney, you have no one to protect you from a belligerent or nasty adversary, your other party, or their attorney. And sometimes that can be very emotionally unsettling, not only before you're in the courtroom, but during the courtroom experience. You have no one to buffer you from that. What's the third con? Well, I think it's perhaps the most important con. If the other side has already retained an attorney, you are not going to see or experience a fair fight for the same reasons that I identified earlier. You don't know the law, you don't know how to lay a foundation, and you don't know how to assert your facts in a way that the court will find your position to be correct and the other side to be incorrect. So, can you be a pro per successfully? Yes. Are there some cons? Absolutely, and you should think strongly if it's not just a simple case. Well, I hope this information's proven to be helpful for you, and if you'd like to talk to me further, feel free to call my office and set up a consultation, and we'll see how we might help you be successful in whatever your family law objective is. Have a good day.